New Zealand Warriors family, I've had a couple of days to calm down and think about this. I wanted to share a couple of thoughts about the game against the Broncos. First up, I honestly thought we could have won that game, but dropping the ball in the first set, conceding a try a couple of plays later, that set the tone for the game. It's just one of those games where you know the bounce of the ball is not going to go your way. We didn't get the refs' calls. We made a bunch of mistakes, but we stuck in that game. If the bounce of the ball or a couple of passes had stuck, I think we could have actually won it. Also, losing two key players in the middle of a game is always going to make it challenging. So gutted for Chance and Luke. It sounds like Luke has done his ACL. That's 9 to 12 months out of the game. And with Chance, I'm not sure what he's done. I base this info on the NRL physio. He's usually pretty accurate with his calls. He's not 100% sure what Chance would have done. It's really frustrating how Ed Cossey has become like the scapegoat for this game. We lost that game through the middle. The Broncos' speed and intensity was too much for our forwards in the first 20 to 30 minutes. They got the momentum. They got those early points. And obviously, Ed did not have a great game. But for calling for him to be chopped, who are you going to bring up in his place? At the moment, Diane Amitunai has been injured. Siol Kali's only just come back from a bad hamstring. Setu too's still finding his feet in the Warrior system after coming back from the Storm. So we don't have that standout person to come up and take his spot. I'd rather just leave Ed there against the Tigers. He did well against them last time. Hope that one of the Cup boys comes back and has a real blinder and then puts a pressure on him. But right now, I couldn't just drop him for the sake of it, and I don't think Webby will. At fullback, I think Tane goes to fullback. I don't think we see RTS there. Tane is not a natural winger. You're better off having RTS there who's holding his own against pretty much anyone this year, and you've got Tane at the back where he's suited to be. You can use his speed. You can use his agility around the ruck. Now, when it comes to the halves, this is going to be a bit of a controversial call. I think Tanner Boyd is your only standout option at 7. Tamati Martin is not a natural 7. He doesn't have the kicking game for it. If you played him and Chanel together, they wouldn't be able to kick us out of trouble. And if you want to give Tanner Boyd the best shot to succeed, why not give him a partner he's played a lot of footy with and put Tamati Martin at 6. He's also played a lot of footy with Tane Tuolpiki, so all of a sudden you've got a spine that's really gelled together in New South Wales Cup. This is no direct diss of what Chanel Harris-Davida has done. I think he's played well. I think he's progressed. But we've got a very different style halfback now. Because we don't have the X factor of Luke Metcalf and Tanner Boyd a bit more of a general of a halfback, I think you need your 5'8" to be a really good ball player, and that's where Tamati Martin comes in. Look at the comparison between the two here, guys. Tamati Martin just in 6 games in New South Wales Cup, 15 try assists, 9 line break assists. On top of that, he had 16 try assists in the NRL last season in just 16 games. Personally, I'd shift Chanel to that 14 role. I know it's a bit of a demotion, but this is what I think would work best for our attack over the next couple of weeks. I don't feel like we've got 2 or 3 or 4 games to bed in a new halves combination, so give them a chance to hit the ground running, and I'd do it by playing these 2 guys together. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I don't expect everyone to agree. I don't expect Webby to do it, but that's how I'd go just to try and get these boys the best opportunity to keep us on a winning run.